It's beginning!
I'm being especially lazy. I don't have any broadcasters on, but I'm using Toby One's cameras.
Oh, that's so lazy.
I can't. I'm feeling very lazy today.
Well, you've only been awake for, what, like an hour or two?
Yeah, my wrist kind of hurts too.
Oh, look, you gotta go easy on that stuff.
Like I think I have like I don't know carpal tunnel or something.
Oh, that
It's
sucks.
not something that just has happened this one time or something.
Oh, fair enough. Do I select a broadcaster? No, I select no broadcaster. Thank you very much. And now we're actually in the picks and bans. First of all, the very obvious Magnus ban.
Yeah,
Should
pretty
probably add
standard.
that the recording has begun. My name is Some Kind of Wizard, and joining me is the illustrious Goramoth.
How's it going, guys?
And now we also see that we have a Wisp ban.
It's pretty
This,
standard in Western Dota right now.
yeah, it's absolutely expected. This is to be added. This is the International 3 Western Qualifiers with
This is
Rox versus Absolute Legends.
Yep, the radical online extremists versus absolute legends.
Or
I'm
Rox, 'cause
expecting
it's easier.
probably like in terms of bans, we're probably looking at a Batrider ban, maybe a Nyx. Yeah, that's the Nyx
Who's
ban.
next? Yeah, I'd be surprised if this last one wasn't a Batrider. There we have
Batrider.
it, Batrider. obvious picks and bans.
But in terms of picks, there's a whole lot of stuff left
Oh,
open, especially
yeah.
with the new stuff that's been put up into captain's mode.
That wasn't a
Jericho.
surprise. That was not a surprise.
No, Gyrocopter is pretty standard as nowadays. The question is whether they'll run him, whether they'll run him as the sole hard carry or they'll put him as a setup for something.
It's possible. Like, there's been a lot of tri-lane gyrocopter at the moment, and that's generally what we come to expect. I have a feeling that Absolute Legends will probably pick up their carry nice and early now they've already seen gyrocopter come out. Like, maybe they'll go with a life steal or someone who can just close in on gyrocopter a bit
Yeah.
safer with his rage.
Yeah, that's quite possible. Nyx is very popular nowadays. Of course, Cancel Answer is still in the pool.
Ugh.
Kotal still in the pool. What else have we got? Just trying to think.
They might pick some core support, so they might go for Shadow Demon. They're already dipping into their reserve time, so they're really paying a lot of attention. So I would be surprised if it wasn't a counter pick to Gyro.
It's quite
I
possible.
know also popular at the moment has been Bane because Fiend's Grip just shuts down someone entirely.
That's true. Especially if you see the enemy team has a lifestealer, Bane is usually the go-to.
Yeah, or you'll want Bane to make sure that they can't take him to, stop your own lifestealer plays. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of who else has been just popular picks. Have you noticed recently people have actually been playing Slark?
Yes, Slark has been picked up.
And it's just been interesting to me. Admittedly, I've only ever seen it played by Team Liquid, but I've seen it done a couple of times to varying degrees of effect.
Oh, see, you also have Nature's
Darkseer.
Prophet. Darkseer, yeah, Darkseer's in the world.
Nature's Prophet. Wow, you were right on the ball there.
So, what we're looking at, we're probably looking at a long lane Darkseer and probably a jungle Prophet. I mean, they could mix it up. They could be really old school and go for a Prophet mid, but it's probably a Prophet Woods.
Yeah, well, no, I've seen a couple of long prophets, but again,
But
that
you
would
got a
make
Darkseer,
yeah, but
so
that would ruin Darkseer's job unless they want to swap it, make with Darkseer and just pray for no mud golems.
no, it's too risky for Pro Dota.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you might see him in the woods like for like level 1 to 2, just because that's a thing like a lot of teams do nowadays. You don't put your suicide laner straight into the suicide lane. He goes and gets XP from somewhere, usually the woods or possibly ganking another lane or whatever. And then once he's level 2, level 3, then he goes to the suicide lane, just so he's not completely shut down.
Yeah, there's also a sort of tri-lane application of Darkseer where you instead use him to pull the enemy's creep waves from behind with a double stout shield start.
Yeah, that also works.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we are going to see a lifestealer pickup.
Probably. It really wouldn't surprise me at this point. Like from one of the teams, they had
There we
lifesteal.
have it.
So
It feels good when the players make me feel smart.
I'm expecting a Bane, to be honest. Like either a Bane from Rox.Kis to stop Absolute Legends grabbing it, or an immediate Bane from Absolute Legends.
Yeah.
Shadow
Oh,
Demon.
Shadow Demon. I really do like Shadow Demon.
Interesting enough, Shadow Demon in the whole like the last few months of Western Dota, Shadow Demon has the most first bloods in the game.
Yep, that's why he's written down as most first bloods to win in this tournament, according to my compendium. And
I
I mean, I'm
really,
not surprised. When you mentioned that, I thought, actually, I've seen that quite a bit.
yeah, it's just the disruption is just a really solid attempt at getting first blood. Usually with a soul capture as well at the level 2.
Very true, and we'll see now if they'll go for their Bane pick, or if they've got someone else perhaps they have in mind. Who else do you think can? Oh,
Weaver. That's
Did
an
not
interest.
expect that. It
No,
doesn't
that's
exactly shut down anything either.
no, that's an interesting choice, especially with the composition they've already got. That's probably a carry Weaver rather than a long lane Weaver.
I'd be amazed if it weren't to carry a Weaver at this point.
I do think the Absolute Legends lineup is quite interesting right now. They have three long lane heroes, or three potential long lanes.
Tinker is one of the ones taken out.
And
Clockwork
Clockwork.
has been getting quite popular, so that's not a big surprise.
Yeah, Clockwork has a lot of interesting stuff. You've got global pressure with the rockets, like you can push stuff out, snipe things, all that good stuff. You can also run him long lane. You can run him mid. He's got the cogs are just great. It's like trapping.
Yeah, in fact, that
down.
second to Bane is one of the most popular ways to stop a life stealer from, crushing.
It's like, oh,
just
you're
trapping
magic
in gears.
immune. Well, too bad. You can't physically walk out of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it goes down. And obviously with the application, the not so recent anymore, but the
Cutler's
application,
been taken out as well.
the application of Force Staff now actually proccing the cogs is very helpful for Clockwork. That was a while ago now, but you know.
Yep, and it's not like Lifestealer can rage to get rid of that, because then he can't actually be force staffed.
So Cottlban, kind of, I don't know, kind of makes sense, I guess.
I don't think they would have gone with the Cottle.
No, not with this team comp, and especially like they really need. I guess the Prophet could be the mid. I was about to say they need a 2 or a mid, but like Prophet could quite easily be that.
I'm not so sure.
Right now, what I'm expecting Absolute Legends to pick up is probably a hard support.
Yep. Oh, they ban out Lena.
Lena.
Yeah, no, she's definitely a reasonable support, but I think Lion is the more important pick compared to Lena, and in fact that might be what AL go for if it gets through this last ban here.
Possibly, yeah.
I'm just other supports that they might go with. They really, really, really should grab Bane to stop Lifestealer.
What I'd really like to see is this is really unlikely, but I'd really like to see a Skywrath on Absolute Legends, because then you could do Vacuum Trees, Skywrath all.
Yeah, they would only pick Skywrath if he got into be the very last pick, or they would just pick a Pugner and ruin their day.
Yeah. Well, Pugner's not an instant hard counter, you just have to play carefully.
That's true, but it's essentially any time that there is going to be a team fight, if Pugner drops down that Nether Ward, they ban out TA. It's a sensible enough mid pick, and it is one that AL do play quite often, but I don't think that's what they would have gone for in this situation.
It's possible. I don't know, there doesn't seem to be much... there doesn't seem to be much team fight.
Yeah. Also,
So,
AL right now.
Storm is a really sensible ban, because that gets rid of
ban.
that gets rid of the one of the potential lifestealer bombs. I mean, there's a few others, but like Storm lifestealer bomb is really nasty because you've got a double slow.
Yep, and Rox.Kis grabbing Leshrac, which smart choice again. As I was about to say, like both teams in fact are really really lacking in hard CC. The closest is Rox.Kis with Shadow Demon, and now with the Leshrac they can do that disruption and split Earth combo.
You forgot Gyro Rocket.
Oh, there's Gyro Rocket too, but it's pretty slow, and a Sand King. That's an interesting pick. You don't really see him all that often.
No, that's an uncommon pick nowadays, but it's interesting. I do like me some Sand Kings, so.
That's true. Although his level 1 Burrow Strike is pretty abysmal. So, I don't see him being useful until he's about level 4.
But at the same time, if they're running him as the support of the Weaver or whatever, it's not like Weaver needs babysitting for a while because he loves Shuki.
True. If they do decide to go with this Middle Nature's Prophet, then they could do a Darkseer Suicide Lane and a Tri-Lane Weaver Sand King, and probably pick a ranged support as a last pick. Hopefully, as I said, the Bane would be a good choice for them.
I'm quite surprised we haven't seen the Bane, to be honest.
Yep. Oh, Puck. So that's their middle decided on. I don't think Nature's Prophet would have an impossible time against Puck, especially since he can trade right-click even when he's been silenced.
It is true.
I'm just waiting on this last final pick. Come on, I'm just begging for a Bane, because I do love seeing plays with Bane involved in it, and he would just be the perfect choice in this situation. He can shut down a Lifestealer before Puck can do any of his shenanigans. He can throw down the Nightmare.
Yeah, it makes sense. How do you think we're going to see this laned?
I'm pretty certain it's going to be a middle Puck, and it will be... In fact, they might go double duo. And otherwise it would be a Suicide Lane Gyrocopter and a Lifestealer Shadow Demon Leshrac Tri-Lane.
I think it's going to be Shadow Demon Leshrac in the same lane, because the disruption sets up the Lesh stand really well.
Really does.
I think it will
it's
be
probably
like...
going to be solo Gyro.
Yeah.
It's still waiting on this last pick. They're taking a whole bunch of consideration into it, but...
But they got a whole bunch of time.
Yeah.
It's not like they've got their bonus time left over for anything else.
That's true. I'm going to wait until the last second, bear everything in mind. I'm just really just begging for a Bane. He's just so good at the moment. He really is. Or, a Slark because he's cool.
Slark would not fit in their lineup.
He wouldn't, but I think he's fun. Skywrath! You got your Skywrath pick. I'll be damned.
Yes, what I want to see is a Darkseer vacuum, like vacuum like 2 or 3 people in, trees on top of that, and then a Skywrath ult. That's what I want.
That could very well be a serious amount of damage.
Thank you, Absolute Legends. Thank you.
True, as I said, they would have to be that last pick that they saved him for, or he would get counted.
This should be interesting. So, just waiting for players to pick up their heroes, and we'll hop right into the game and start off game one of the International 3 Western Qualifiers.
Yep. Alright, so let's have a look here. Down on the Radiant side, we have playing for Rox.Kis, we have Solo as the puck, Dread as the Lifestealer, Gyrocopter is being played by Perfect, Vanska, there is Vanska, playing the Shadow Demon, and we have Leshrac is Yol.
Alright, up on the top on the Dire side, we have Unicorn XOXO playing the Weaver. We have Rise on the Skywrath Mage. We have Miracle playing the Sand King. We have Sitting in the Fountain, Miguel playing the Nature's Prophet. And heading down to the bottom, we have Mania on the Darkseer. It looks like they're doing a 3-man push into the jungle right now. I'm guessing this could be nasty, actually. They're heading straight towards Rox.Kis.
Yeah, I'm also wondering how these lanes are going to go afterwards. Like, it seems that Nature's Prophet is going to be doing the woods. He's doing the fountain weight so that he can grab trees for free and throw them into the woods afterwards, so...
It's quite possible, but, like, right now, AL... No, they're fine. I think they're back under the tower. Yep. I don't think Rox.Kis are crazy enough to dive this tower right this second.
Yep. And you never know, they could do it. Lifestealer can tank about 2 tower shots as they move in. And Rise is very squishy. Oh, Sand King is moving in on Dread, but he's not going to catch anything. Dread's, he's right out of the way.
I want to point out Sand King is rocking the baller cosmetics.
You're right, he does look pretty glowy and awesome. He's got extra eyes and everything. He's hiding behind some trees, so I can't zoom in on him. He's hiding back there somewhere.
It's a mid-profit.
It is mid-profit, I'll be damned.
Which means that Skywrath is in the... Is it?
Is he a tri-lane? I don't know. I think he's just doing the block for him before he goes into the woods.
No, I think it's a mid-profit.
I'll be damned. I've never seen Skywrath do anything but be in the mid.
Skywrath is up on the top still, so...
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he's just that afraid of the puck, I guess. I mean, puck is actually in this instance
not
squishier than
necessarily.
Skywrath, but...
Well, not necessarily. This could be what they intended all along.
It's true.
It's not necessarily a reaction to just seeing a puck pick.
Yeah, it was a very carefully considered pick at the very end, after all. Let's have a look here. Probably want to open up some of the stats.
let's talk about like we got tri-lane versus tri-lane up on that top lane. And then we got solos versus solos. Darkseer on the bottom is doing the standard Darkseer thing.
Doing the Darkseer pull
behind the towers.
He's opted, by the way, for having more regen instead of the double stout shield.
Fair enough. So let's talk about the top lane. Who do you think has the stronger tri-lane?
You know what? It's really hard to say because I've never seen Skywrath on a top lane. And also with the Shadow Demon there, since Skywrath's abilities move so slowly, in an emergency situation, Shadow Demon can drop down a disruption and cancel every orb that's flying towards that target as it happens.
Honestly, I think Rox.Kis have the better tri-lane just because they have... The Lifestealer is pretty great. Like, I am a big fan of Lifestealer as a carry. In that, you have the Leshrac and Shadow Demon, so you've got Soul Catcher, you've got Disruption setting up the Leshrac stun, you have Edict or Lightning, depending on which build he wants to go with, and then obviously you have Open Wounds and Rage. Like, I just think that combo is extremely strong. If you look at what the Dire are bringing, in fact, they're bringing on the pull. We might see a fight right now. No, they're just going to take. They're
just going to try and take all of this experience. Already Shadow Demon and Leshrac getting a couple of right clicks in there.
But yeah, if we combine this with what the Dire side are rocking, they've got a Weaver who doesn't bring any CC himself. He's got the double hit, which is great, and he's got Shucky, again, great. And he has potentially the Swarm if he's leveling that up, but he hasn't put a point into it yet. He's gone second point.
He's gone double Shucky, which, you know, I can't blame him, but I think level 4 he should definitely pick up a Swarm, just because the people forget that it's a really good vision tool as well.
Okay, so, but then you look at the Skywrath, what the Skywrath brings. He brings damage, and he brings Silence.
Yep, and to a degree a slow, but it's not a fantastic one. Yeah.
That's true, the slow is okay. And then you got the Sand King with the Burrow Strike, and that's it. Like, I just don't feel that tri-lane is... I don't think it can hold up against especially if they play it right, the Shadow Demon Lesh combo, I just think is just better.
Yep. Also, the one thing about this tri-lane as well, Sand King, his early on CC is such an incredibly short range as compared to Skywrath's, which is an intensely high range CC. I'm pretty sure that by the time that Skywrath has used his abilities, they will already have then worn off by the point so they can get away from Sand King. Like, how are they going to keep on bringing that harassment down? Also, Darkseer is still, ruining Gyro's lane entirely, and it looks like Nature's Prophet is teleported in from behind. It looks like they want to go in on that Gyro. Darkseer is running desperately away from that missile, but it was all in vain. Gyrocopter uses a Tango to try and eat through the trees, and he's not quite done with Darkseer. I'm pretty sure he's going to go down now, but Shadow Demon comes in from behind, and he's going to get the last right click. No, he's backing away from that Nature's Prophet. It looks like the Surge is going to get Darkseer out of the way. Nature's Prophet is still not done here. He's still right-clicking. He's got Darkseer's wall on him, and he's trying to get close now. Is Perfect going to get away from it? Oh, and the last right click! It is taken! Gyrocopter pwns the Nature's Prophet with the last hit, and it almost went to Shadow Demon.
Dive top.
And up on the
Leshrac
top,
almost goes down.
Oh, Leshrac just barely gets out. And apparently someone has received a prize for witnessing First Blood. I forgot that happened in these games, actually.
Yeah, basically what happened there was it was a really nice, it was a good dive by the Dire side, by Absolute Legends, but the Shadow Demon reacted really well by teleporting down to back up the Gyrocopter. But at the same time, because of the sudden lack of pressure on the top lane with the Shadow Demon leaving, the top dry lane just went straight for it, and they almost got the kill.
Yep, but Leshrac, just a little bit of regen, and he's already back in the fight. Dread's Cop took a couple of hits that I don't think he should have done so, and Skywrath is sitting there quite well. It's at this point, without Shadow Demon returning to that lane yet, they can get away with so much poke. But Lifestealer looks like it's going to go for it, and the Split Earth lands! That's a kill! Lifestealer gets the hit already. And the Silencer's not fast enough on Leshrac to stop him from getting that Split Earth out.
That was a really nice setup.
That was excellently done. That Weaver had just used up his Shooky. And Lifestealer had just barely enough mana, in fact, to land the opening wounds. It was a good go. And Sam King, he's back. He's just trying to get all the experience he can, pulling away these creep waves.
I'm looking at this mid lane. It's not going well for the Prophet right now. Puck's sitting up on 22-8, and Prophet is only on 16-5, so he's really not getting much in this mid lane.
Yeah, and when you consider every time his trees go down to that AoE, it's just extra experience to Puck. Although, luckily right now, most of them appear to be timing out.
Oh, he's going
looks
in
like
mid.
Puck's going in with the ult team, but the next Prophet's just going to TP out. Oh, but the Silence is just in time and hold him down. That DD rune on Puck might be the kill. One more right click, it is enough. Next Prophet goes down.
That was really well played by the Puck.
Just right clicks and that's it.
That was really well played by Puck, just waiting for the Silence at the right time.
It's well done, and that courier, he arrives with nowhere to go. He has to return back. I don't know what item he was carrying. It might have actually been for a Bottle Crow, because it appears to have nothing on him. And that Sentry Ward is down now, so there's nowhere to hide, and that other, the actual Observer Ward has been cut away. There does appear to be a Dire Sentry.
Bomb Tower has been denied by Gyro.
That was quick already.
It's because Darkseer's been doing Darkseer farming, so there's been no creep waves protecting it.
Oh, that's true. It's been taking damage this entire time for free. And it looks like Yol is trying to take away some of the experience here from Miracle with all their pulls. We've got a couple attacks in, and he's actually got the point of swarming it. I'm so proud to see that. And Darkseer looks like he's coming in to do some help as well. All he needs is a vacuum now to bring him back in, but he doesn't have it at all. All he has is the Iron Shell. And he doesn't put it onto the Weaver, and I think he meant to.
No, he did it on the Sun King.
Yeah, no, I don't know. When the Weaver is moving a lot faster and invisible, I think that the Iron Shell would have been a better pick on him. I mean, not that it matters.
Well, no,
the Sand King got his stunned off and got on top of him. That's perfect.
No, I think it was intended for the Sand King, because if you combine that with the Burrow Strike, that's just an instant close.
That's pretty fair. Oh, Next Prophet teleports out, grabs the haste rune. Which is good. He still doesn't... Does he have a bottle yet? He does actually have the bottle.
I just want to say props to Rox.Kis for having the best courier.
Oh yeah, have they got Fluffy Destroyer of Weeds? Oh no,
No,
they have the Gremlin Pig Rider, and his name is written entirely... Have you noticed the name?
Yeah.
Aha! Skipperun! That's quite an amazing courier, actually. Let's probably look back at the action again.
Okay, so in terms of XP and gold, right now, Rox.Kis is sitting on a 1500 got XP lead, and a just under 1,000 gold lead. It's about 800.
Yep. As far as experience per minute, the Puck is just far and again ahead. He's gotten those safe kills. Rox.Kis are up in overall kills as well, which is fantastic news for him, and he's had a generally pretty easy mid lane against this. Oh wait, and then he gets silenced and slowed. Sand King gets his Burrow Strike in as well, but Puck is still going to be okay unless the next Prophet gets the perfect trees. And he kind of does, but the bottle is enough on Puck to keep him alive. And he gets a Dream Core, but misses getting it on 2 targets, only landing it on the 1. Shadow Demon comes into support with a disruption. He throws down the weakness as well. Skywrath Mage goes down to some instant burst, and Gyrocopter's ulti doesn't clean anything else up.
Again, really fast reinforcement there from Rox.Kis.
And that Sand King, he's just fully healed up again with the salve, so they could go back in on this and really do some damage to that Gyro. He has no mana right now. Nature's Prophet is moving fast with the haste still, so he's not completely out of the way. And up on the top here, let's see, it's just Weaver left to his own devices, but he does seem to be getting quite a few right clicks in that lifestealer. As long as he doesn't get hit by a blind splitting earth, he's pretty safe to solo farm this for a while. At least until Shadow Demon arrives, which he is en route to do so.
Well, Leshrac is going with the lightning build. So
the lightning build, I don't know about that really. It doesn't get enough bounces to have that same kind of wave clear, and it definitely isn't going to kill towers like the others.
With the nerf to Edict, it is generally considered the better build though.
Is that the case?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look here.
The cast time on Edict's just too long, and
Yeah,
they're going on top. Perfect stun disruption.
Oh,
combo.
perfect stun disruption, and that's just an instant melt. And the right click did go to Shadow Demon though, and I think they intended to give that to Lifestealer. Which is fine. He went for a face boost before he even started on his armlet. Is it just Sand King left to his own devices on the middle?
Yeah,
I'm not
Prophet
sure
seems
about
to be
that.
in
He's
the
only
woods.
level 4. That puck doubles his level, nearly triple.
Puck's going behind the tower. Puck's going behind the tower.
Yeah, Sand King knew enough to back out straight away. He's going to look through those trees, but not going to find anyone there.
Yeah, Prophet's just jungling right now.
Darkseer's doing pretty well for himself. He's got the mana boots up at 8 minutes, well, almost 9 minutes. He has finally got a couple of points in Vacuum as well, because at level 1 Vacuum is just rubbish. He's actually decided he wants to split them evenly. 2-point Surge, 2-point Vacuum.
Makes sense.
If Gyrocopter here again, he also rushed up face boots before finishing a core item.
Looks like he's going for the Helm of the Dominator.
Yep, I'd be surprised if not. He can use that Helm of the Dominator then to set up Ancient stacks, which there hasn't actually been any of that as of yet. Although, as I say this, Leshrac is in a position to go and do so soon. Let's have a look here. This Puck, again, still doing well. He's gotten to a level 9 by now, and he's managed to take down this
Smoke
tower
gank.
entirely with right clicks. Oh, where's the smoke gank coming in from?
Bottom, Leshrac and Shadow Demon smoked up, heading down the bottom lane, backing Gyrocopter. But luckily, the Darkseer is not there. He is moved towards the mid lane.
He's already decided to back out, yeah. And he's in the company of Sand King, but Puck has already actually moved out of position. It's quite interesting seeing these people move around, because a lot of these movements have been completely blind when you think about it. Like, people just made it entirely on intuition, decided to move out. That Dream Coil lands on top of the Darkseer, he gets an ability, but Darkseer is just going to teleport out, nothing to stop him.
Leshrac
Split
stun.
Earth just gets there in time! Shadow Demon lands his weakness, and then the burst damage from Puck. It's just too much. God, they're going to be really glad for that pick off. And Dread's taking some damage up there on the top. He's taking on the Weaver. He gets his rage just in time to dodge some of that concussive damage. And Weaver's going to chase, but Shadow Demon is here to reinforce just in time. Pushes them back out again. In fact, Skywrath Mage is actually quite far off to the side. Gyrocopter is there as well. Lifestealer's moving in. The Gyrocopter's ulti is down, and Skywrath melts so fast. Again, he may have 660 hit points, but he's only got 1 armor at level 4. And in fact, I believe he'll only have 1 armor until he's about level 6. Here in the middle, we see that Sand King wants to try and do something here with the Puck, but he's ready to back out quite quickly. He's got 3 points up now in that Burrow Strike, making the range of it actually, you know, quite legitimate.
It's got decent range now. Looks like up top, the Rox.Kis line. Yeah, Rox.Kis have taken the tower, giving the last hit to Lifestealer, so that'll be more gold for him. He's currently sitting on just over 1200. He's almost got the armlet, I'm guessing. Yeah, he's got the Helm of Iron Will up already, so he's getting close to the armlet. That's always good.
LSE2 decides to just go for a dummy for whatever ridiculous reason.
Let's
just say it's more likely it's an armlet.
Yeah.
Looking at the Leshrac, he's, you know, typical hard support. He actually has level 1 boots, so he's better than a lot of hard support.
Looks like they want to keep pressuring top, actually. I know they're backing off now.
Darkseer again is collecting more free farm and free experience. He's level 8, so he's getting even with the Puck right now.
I feel sorry.
Prophet himself is a little bit behind compared to that Puck. He's going for the Hand of Midas. He already has the recipe, and he'll be able to finish the gloves in about 20 gold or so, so he'll probably be returning to the base any second now to get that.
It's just interesting seeing the mix of items that is on the Absolute Legend side right now. I mean, if you look at Unicorn, aka the Weaver, he's got a bit of everything. He's got sitting on a Baz, he's got a Ring of Health, he just finished Treads, he's got a Magic Wand. Then you look at Rise, who literally has basically nothing. He's got 4 Iron Branches and basic boots.
Yeah, no, he's had just an awful time. Let's see here. He's 1 and 2, so he has gotten the team's only kill.
Puck has just grabbed the Blink Dagger.
He's already at a Blink Dagger. We're at 12 minutes.
Yep.
That Puck is just having a great time.
67 last hits, 3 kills, 11 denies. He's going pretty well. Looks like collapsing onto the Darkseer in the jungle. He could be in trouble.
Shadow Demon, if he gets the disruption down, doesn't need to though. I'm pretty sure he'll get away from that even with the Gyrocopter's missile chasing. Yeah, the rest of them aren't going to chase that deep.
Oh, that's a shame. He popped the DD for that. He popped the DD for that.
Yeah, he did.
I think there was some miscommunication there.
Oh, I was going to say, unless he got
Pushing
a
mid.
legitimate missile snipe. I missed that. That must have been the quickest explosion ever. I
Yeah,
only just noticed it.
they literally just four-manned him.
Oh, wow. Poor guy. Let's see here. We've got a magic wand completed here for this puck. Don't know really why he dropped all those items to pick it up, but, you know. There's only a little bit of pressure here onto a tier 2. They don't quite have that pushing power yet. As I said before, that the only one downside to not having any edict at all is that it's a lot harder to push a tower. Otherwise, you know, Leshrac would be standing there and just taking them down easy peasy. Weaver at the moment, let's see how his farm is going. It's not fantastic, but, you know, we've all seen it worse off. Let's see, he's actually only got 55 last hits, though.
I'm not finished on the lifestealer.
Oh, he'll definitely be a threat then by this point. In fact, he does just scare Weaver completely out of his lane. Darkseer is back inside the Radiant jungle again. He's just been deep inside their territory this entire time. And there haven't been wards to spot him, but this time I think they've caught on. Is there going to be a disruption?
There's no point, there's no one in range.
Yeah, there's no one there to help him out. Although, by this point, I think the Shadow Demon is a legitimate threat. Even though he's also, you know, the hard support. He's got the curse of just having boots and wards.
Jero is currently rocking a Yasha. He literally just finished that. That's flying out to him right now. Yep, it's on the courier. What else have we got?
Yep. Also, I'm just going to point this out. I love seeing drums on carriers like this, nice and early on. That extra mobility, that little extra boost you get in the middle of a team fight is just so valuable. And of course, you know, the tankiness that comes from the bracer part of it.
It can be. It depends on the carry.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it right now, he's got phase boots. He's already got 388 movement speed. If he pops the drums in the face straight away, he'll just be moving at an incredible pace.
Plus, you just got Yasha.
That's true.
Lots of nice damage for him and some movement speed.
He's already hitting for about one.
Going mid. They're going on mid. Sanking stunned.
Sanking gets stunned. He gets silenced by Puck. Right click, and it looks like Leshrac managed to snipe that killer from the Puck.
It was a dream coil. He got dream coiled as he tried to burrow away, so he got stunned.
Oh no, that's so rough. So look here.
Looks like action on the top lane, but Shikuchi just means that Lifestealer can't do anything.
Yeah, he's only got that 1 point in time lapse though, so you know if he gets caught out now, then it'll be quite hard for him to get away a second time. But it looks like the rest of the Dire team is going to try and close in on him. Alliance sorry, not Alliance. AL. Look, they begin with an A.
There we go.
Oh, there we have it. The trees combo. And they use the silence as well to stop Lifestealer from trying to rage through the rest of the damage. He gets his ulti off on a couple of trees, steals some health, but it's just not enough, and he goes down.
It's not just the silence. With it's the Scareth silence, which means it causes him to take more magic damage.
That's very true.
That's why it's not just the silence to stop the rage, it boosted the damage. But yeah, it's just a really nice combo. I saw this first in the I can't remember who Na'Vi were against, but Na'Vi employed this with a Dendi Skywrath and a Phonic Nature's Prophet. Just the trees with the Skywrath ult inside it. Really nasty combination.
Yeah, no, I remember that game, and I can't for the life of me remember who was up against. Oh,
Sand
King, he's got the side. Oh no, is he going to go away with a blink on Puck? Is it going to be enough? There's the poison ticking him down. One more right click, and it's just about enough. Puck takes the damage. He's dealing about 100 per right click. He's got the silence and weakness on him, though, from Rise. He's continue to follow him up. The vacuum holds him down, and Puck, does he have the mana to get away? He uses his Q, he uses his phase. He's still being chased down by a speedy-looking Darkseer. He'll have his speed up again in another couple of seconds, and Puck is out of mana. Weaver is going to appear, and he's just going to finish the job off with a single right click. You can see here, Leshrac also has now finished an urn.
Alright, so looking at the difference in XP and stuff, we've got about a 3,000 lead, about 3,200, 300 lead in XP for Rox.Kis, and gold is pretty. It's even better. It's like 7,500,
7,500. I'd say, yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Lifestealer here is continuing to farm though, which, you know, if this game continues to go on,
nice illusion snipe, nice invisibility snipe. That's a dead Leshrac.
Oh, Leshrac cops a bit of damage. Nature's Prophet's coming in and around as well. Oh, he's completely blocked him off with trees. I love seeing quirky little things like that. It looks like Lifestealer wants to try and make something happen as well. He's being chased by everyone's damage, and Shadow Demon appears. He throws down the Purge, throws down the weakness, and he throws down the poison. He gets the disruption down as well. This Darkseer is completely surrounded, and is Lifestealer going to have enough damage coping with it? Puck arrives just in time! Throws down the silence as well. Shadow Demon takes the last hit, and they're going to chase down that Invisible Weaver, but I believe he's going to get away.
It was a really nice play from the Darkseer to take the Invis room. Leshrac and him were running for it, and he managed to use the vac to pull Leshrac back and dodge Leshrac's stun.
Yep. Puck got that silence in before Darkseer could get everyone vacuumed up onto that ledge.
I think the vac was already on cooldown.
Was it already onto the cooldown?
I think so.
Yeah. Also, if I remember rightly, that's one of the ledges that don't work. Or is that the one ledge that does work now?
Oh, you mean the ward ledge?
Yeah, getting them trapped up on top of it. I think you can still get trapped on that ledge, but you cannot on the bottom.
Yeah, I think it's the one by Roche you can't get sucked onto.
Yeah. So that would have been a pretty brutal vacuum, considering there were 3 people surrounding him. I'm not sure why, but my mini-map clicking broke for a second there, which made everything a little bit inconvenient. Weaver is now continuing to farm up. We have just the last hits speak for themselves. On the Radiant side, they're actually greatly ahead, but the Dire side, no one's cleared 90 right now. Darkseer is with the most last hits right now. He's been spending a lot of time in the Radiant jungle being sure that he can actually secure them. But Gyrocopter, he has 113 last hits and 32 denies. Which really, I think that's just showing off. He doesn't even need that many denies.
I know. You denied to keep control of your creep wave.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like Sand King's screwed
Sand
again.
King again. He gets silenced, jumps in on the blinking puck. The missile is chasing him, but he's invisible right now and actually completely immune to that damage. And Nature's Prophet throws some trees around that puck. He's going to bounce out. Sand King gets off his stun just before the Gyrocopter ulti finishes him off, but it's not enough and doesn't stop that puck.
I really feel like
But Nature's
Rox.Kis
Prophet,
needed
he got
Jam.
that Shadow Blade on as well and gets the invisible teleport out.
Okay.
I just missed another kill. There's so much
Yeah.
going on other sides
I
of
was
the
just
map.
like, wait, what just happened? Like,
Yeah, no, that's a
I
dominating Shadow Demon.
I really feel like Rox.Kis need a gem at this point. I mean, they've got they're up against the Weaver, who's got Shuki. He cut up almost every 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Every 6 seconds, there's a Shuki. They've got a Shadow Bladed Nature's Prophet. They've got a Sand King up against them. Like, I feel like a gem would just be a really great investment at this point.
And there's been a smoke gank that's being initiated right now. Rise and Miracle are moving together. Looks like they want to try and snipe off maybe the Gyrocopter or the Lifestealer with the help of the Nature's Prophet.
It looks like they're heading straight for the Gyro.
He just melts creep waves so fast right now. That was, what, 2 right clicks? He just took out every single one there.
That's Flat Cannon for you. It's
Yeah.
extremely powerful. It's the late game powerhouse that is Gyrocopter. Where you got Flat Cannon, you're literally hitting for 6 attacks, you're hitting everything around you in like 1,000 unit radius. Yeah, 1,000.
1,000, yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that's not how Flat Cannon works, I'm just saying. Pretty sure that's not what that's supposed to mean, but, you know. But just looking at the kills and deaths, that Shadow Demon, he is at 4-0 right now. That has got to be the best support he's ever done. He's sitting at Arcane Boots at 20 minutes, which, well, you know, when you're a hard support no less, that's actually, you know, that's broken.
You do realize Sand King has that already as well?
Does he? Yeah, but
Sand
he
King's
also
got
doesn't have the vast number of wards. And a
He
wand.
doesn't, but Sand King has had the Arcane Boots for a while.
Does he now? I'm actually quite impressed then if that's the case, because Sand King himself is sitting at 0-4-1. Darkseer is also at 0-4-5. It doesn't paint a very pretty picture. Also, these Ancient Seer have been stacked, so that's going to be an easy kill there for Gyrocopter. It's 1 right click. Oh, no, he's stacking them up again. I wanted to count it out and see how long it took him to wipe out an entire crowd of Ancients. He gets the stack successfully as well.
My god, how many golems are in there?
A lot of golems. Look at him go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, his flak ran out.
It's only 6 attacks, so yeah.
Man, it's going to be so much money and experience for him. While on the other sides, we have Lifestealer here. He's just trying to trade back and forth with the Weaver. He has to armlet toggle. He's being chased now, actually. Weaver can do quite a bit of damage to him, but he tags out after just touching him with the Shuki.
Wait a minute. That's an Oblivion stuff on Lifestealer. Is he going Orchid?
He could very well be doing so.
That is interesting.
I've seen it done a couple of times, and it would certainly help against that Weaver. In fact, that would basically secure a Weaver kill. Imagine an Nake's bottom, but that Nake's is also carrying a silence.
Yeah, but...
Oh no, I've seen it done quite often. If he had an Orchid right now, that Weaver would just be dead. He'd have no escape. It's more than enough time with an omelet up. And also, the mana doesn't hurt, and the attack speed too. They're all good things for him. It's just, you know, not ideal for DPS output, but it's a good ganking force.
Actually, the courier died. I didn't even see that.
Oh, it did. I wonder when and where. They have a gem true sight, by the way, just sat in the middle of the Radiant base. I'm wondering who's going to pick that up. It looks like it's going to go to Shadow Demon. Yep.
There we go. Like I said, the gem is just generally a good idea. Interesting enough, the mech has been built and it's on the puck. I'm interested to see what else the puck's going to pick up because he's sitting on another 1,600 gold. Darkseer's got a mech for the Dire side, so both sides have a mech up. Looks like they're pushing the bot lane. They got Darkseer and a Nature's Prophet down here.
just needs to throw down some trees. They could do quite a bit of damage, but he hasn't got them for another couple of seconds.
At the same time,
Rox.Kis quite a few hits. It's just the magic of that new Nature's Prophet.
Rox.Kis have gathered up in the mid lane. They've got full edict as well. Well, not full edict.
Well, they have an edict, and it's hitting every tick on that tower, and it just makes it melt so fast.
TPing bonus to defend could have a fight here potentially.
No, Leshrak's the only one to TP in. It looks like he just wants to try and clear that wave out and push everyone away. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. These treants can probably deal it, unless it puts the tower into deny range and they get that last right click. It looks like Lifesteal's going in to do the deny. Yep, and he gets it.
Collapse on top lane.
Weaver's trying to go in on the puck there, but he gets silenced and queued. God, that half health's Weaver straight away in the Dream Coil as well. He's barely got anything to him, but with an ulti he'll get clear. But it does keep Dream Coil sat on top of him. And Shadow Demon's gem is just paying for itself. Leaps and bounds. He gets the disruption as well, cancelling the teleport. It looks like Weaver's going to go down as well. He tries to Shooky away, but it's not enough. He has everyone hitting him right there.
That was a really nice play there. What they did there was they dropped the Dream Coil on the Weaver and the thing, and then what could have happened there, like if this was a pub game, what would have happened there is the Shadow Demon would have immediately disrupted the Nature's Prophet. But instead, they knew they could take the Nature's Prophet in the duration of the Dream Coil stun, and then save the disruption for the Weaver who'd run off to the side and was most likely teleporting out. Just a really nice play there.
Yeah. Also, I'm surprised that the Dream Coil stayed on Weaver after he ultied. He still had the Dream Coil attached to him, so he managed to stun himself. I don't know whether he expected that to happen or not, but...
It's happened to him already in this game, and that's a dead Leshrac.
Oh. The Skywrath Mage, he goes down in 4 right clicks.
It's happened like I saw it happen earlier in this game as well. That's a Blink Dagger on Sanking. How is this Sanking getting money?
How is he anything? He also, it's not even like he's gone for a pushing or farming build. He has just the 1 point in Caustic Finale, so it doesn't make it easy to jungle with him. Like, I don't know when he got this money.
I call hacks.
Yep, it has to be.
Jarrus rocking the BKB now.
He's a level 10. I think it's just because everyone's been focusing on poor Skywrath Maze.
It's indeed an Orchid.
It is an Orchid.
Finished Orchid on life.
Well, it's like that or a Refresher, so...
It refreshed those Nyx bombs, yo.
Double Nyx bombs. That's the Nyx cluster bomb. Yeah, have you looked at poor Skywrath Mage? He's the lowest level in the game. He has just 10 last hits, and he has died 3 times.
Honestly, I don't think the Skywrath Mage support is like, or at least in the trial was working out for them. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was questionable to begin with. I was expecting the Skywrath to go mid.
I was really expecting a Bane in the first place compared to the Skywrath Mage.
Well,
especially since in the end they did go with that Nature's Prophet, in which case it would have been a Weaver, Bane, and Sand King combination, which I think would be way more effective than what Skywrath Mage has given to them.
I agree. I don't know. The Skywrath Mage is a little bit of an odd pick. Maybe it's worked for them in the past. I'm not sure, but I don't know.
It looks like the kind of pub thing that you would do, really, playing Skywrath as the support set. Well, I say pub, but no pub does a tri-lane. But, you know, if it were, for instance, some kind of tri-laning pub, that's generally what would happen. The Skywrath would be forced to play a supporting role. I don't know. I don't agree with it.
No, especially since he actually has scale. Like the actual base damage on his arcane bolt really isn't that good.
No, it isn't at all.
It's the int damage multiplier that's
Yeah, it's 1.6, but right now his int is only just barely under 60, and it looks like a little bit of a smoke gank here. But Nature's Prophet is just gonna Shadow Blade and then teleport out. Shadow Demon is nowhere near fast.
They've set a Nyx bomb up on the bot lane.
In fact, where is the gem right now? It was on Shadow Demon before. Did he
Guys,
go down
Nyx bomb. Dan, there's a Nyx bomb. Puck is running around with the Nyx inside him.
Oh, Sand King takes the bait. He hops in, but out comes the Nyx. He just does the damage, and he doesn't even use his Orchid yet. It looks like he's saving it for Weaver, but Weaver teleports just in time. And there's Skywrath Mage. He just about teleports out. I'm not exaggerating, by the way. The Skywrath dies in 3 right clicks from Lifestealer.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It melts so fast. Bot lane, it looks like the Prophet is doing what Prophets do best, and that is split push to hell.
At the moment, it's the only thing that's going to keep AL in this game, but that's going to be a very fast rush. Let's see how fast this is going to go down.
It's a DD on Jarrus, so yeah, that's
unless he gets chain bashed by Roche. It goes down fast. It really does.
To be honest, I'm actually kind of surprised how slow this is. With a DD on Gyro and Lifesteal, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's floating 3,000 gold, so he hasn't actually bought any damage items. He's just got the Asher and a BKB for actually giving him bonus damage.
Yeah,
it's
I know,
quite low considering the point he's at in the game.
And yeah, he went BKB.
Which I understand.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
In fact, the BKB, I'm pretty sure, just stops every single damage output that they have on their entire team at this point, because Weaver is nowhere near farmed enough to actually deal proper right-click damage. He has the Yasha, which is more than I expected from him. It looks like he's going for a Manta style.
Medallion up on Shadow Demon.
Oh, that's a good choice, actually.
Puck went for the TP. Puck went for TP boots, and he's currently rocking an Ogre Club, so I'm expecting probably the BKB is coming out next.
Not only that, but there's a Nake's hiding right inside of him right now.
Oh, smoke gank mid. Sun King and Skywrath are roaming around.
It looks like they want to try and do a gank here on this Puck, because there's a Darkseer and a Nature's Prophet right in position for him. If Sun King and Skywrath move fast, then they might be able to get not only a Puck kill, but a Nake's kill, unless he is that confident in their ability to do a 2v4 that this is just securing bait. And he gets the Dream Coil, and then out drops Nake's a little bit early, actually, and this is not going to catch anyone off guard. Oh, the Sun King gets an excellent ulti combined with the Skywrath Mage's damage. And Leicester is just going to get completely melted. Puck buys back and he TP's in and he's coming as fast as he can. He throws down his ult, but it's not going to be enough. In fact, he might go down again now, but he blinks out in time.
And the mid tower falls in the meantime.
Yeah, and in the bottom lane, that tower is being pushed, the tier 3 at the base, and Darkseer gets CC quite quickly. Sand King does a stun and Burrow Strike in, but it's not going to be enough, and Gyrocopter scares it. But there's a disconnect, an instant pause. Leshrac bounces out of the game.
Alright, so we got the time to talk about that. So basically what happened there was really nice play by, on the top lane, it was really nice play by the Dire team, actually. They managed to land a really nice combo. They got the Darkseer wall down, they got a Sand King ult, Burrow Strike into the middle of them, and Nature's Prophet, like, baited it. Basically, Nature's Prophet just acted as perfect bait there. Like, the Nakes was a little bit too eager, and he just hopped straight out of Puck. Like, they didn't get the damage from the Infest. Yeah. And also, all I can hear is constant TPing sounds, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, I'm glad that I've got my audio turned down way low right now. In fact, it just looks... Instead, it looks really pretty to me. So while we're waiting for this pause, should we go through the items that we got right now?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Alright, so for Rox.Kis, we have Gyrocopter right now. He has the Aegis. He's floating 4k gold. He has a Yasha, BKB, Helm Domi. It's all pretty decent. And again, he still has that early drum that we mentioned earlier on. Lifestealer, he went for that Orchid Malevolence, which I've actually not seen him use yet in any of those fights. He didn't use it when he was fighting up on top. He went down too fast.
Yeah, he melted pretty damn fast.
Yep, we have Puck, and he's... Looks like he's going for BKB next. Again, that's a really good decision, considering the damage that AL are actually doing. At least that's my guess with the Ogre Club. I mean, what else would it be? I don't...
Yeah. The Shrek's back in.
Yeah, it gets upgraded by the Aghanim Scepter, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a BKB instead. So just quickly go through the rest of Rox.Kis. We have here Shadow Demon. He's got that Medallion of Courage, and he's got no money at all left over, so I don't expect anything else as of yet, unless it's all waiting in a courier for him. Nope. And we have, last of all, Leshrac. He has the urn, he has braces and wand, and really has nothing else at all.
Bottom. Get ready.
And now it's beginning, yep. As we can see, Skywrath Mage is backing up the TPing in. Weaver comes in to lend some support, and in fact that takes out Leshrac straight away, and he's going to just scare off the other two. On this side, we see that Nature's Prophet's completely surrounded by creeps, but he just throws down some trees, gets a Midas off, and runs back to base. Right. It's quite a fast disengage, but it was not without risk. Yeah. They lost to Leshrac in the process.
Alright, so on the Dire side, AL are rocking some decent items too. We've got Darkseer, who's picked up a Force Staff on top of the mech, and Arcane Boots. He's also currently got a Vibe Booster, which could be a lot of things, actually.
I imagine it's going to be
probably the Aghanims.
No, it could be the Aghanim Scepter as well.
I feel Aghanims is more likely. Nature's Prophet, he's got the Shadow Blade, obviously. It looks like potentially he's going into a Sheep
Aghanim
Stick.
Scepter with a Vitality Booster?
Oh, wait, no. I don't know. I misspoke.
That's fine. That's why I'm thinking it's going to be a heart.
Possibly, yeah, probably.
So maybe he wants a Rod of Atos. You never know.
Or a Bloodstone.
Yeah.
So Miguel on the Nature's Prophet, he's got the Shadow Blade. It looks like he's going for the Sheep Stick because he's got the Ultimate Orb. Weaver has finished the Manta style and he's got the drums. Bazzy's still from earlier. Rise has... He's got a Bracer now. I gave him that.
Ooh, he's got a Bracer to go with Mana Boots.
And Miracle is playing like a miracle because I don't know where he's getting all this money. He's now picked up an Ogre Club and a Gem of True Sight.
Actually, that Gem of True Sight belonged to Rox.Kis. It was bought by
did steal?
Yeah,
okay.
He stole it from Leshrac.
Either way, he's picked up... Oh, here we go, fight in the mid lane.
Oh, it's a big wall and a fantastic vac, and a Burrow Strike is excellent, but that Skywrath Mage ulti generally whiffs just over everything. Weaver throws in the Swarm, but Lifestealer's going to hop around, and it doesn't land on any single one of the Rox.Kis players. It looks like a really heavy disengage, but is Lifestealer going to get out? That was a great disruption. Did you see the timing on that?
Yeah, that's
he throws down the ulti. In fact, he doesn't even use his ulti to just barely get out of that. How did he get all that life back again? It's just one right click.
He armor toggled.
It's just phenomenal.
I believe helmet toggled as he got disrupted.
That makes a lot of sense. Oh, Gyrocopter, he cops a bunch of extra tower shots. He's going to have to run straight away. I don't know why he went back in there again, but he got shot for nothing. With the combination, though, of the mech and the urn, he's going to be looking quite fine. Just lifesteal, maybe, you know, that ancient set there. Maybe stack them up again. That was a pretty good hold by AL. Like, it was really impressive seeing that Darkseer throw down that wall on timing. I think if Skywrath had just been a little bit more patient with his ulti, they could have dealt even more damage, but he threw it into the middle of the team. It's a very, very tiny circle of damage, so I'm not surprised that it, you know, missed everyone, but I think if he just waited a little bit longer when some CC was down, if he'd placed it instead on where that Lifestealer was going to appear. Oh, next Prophet goes in for the gank. That's one right click, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's just enough to take down the Leshrac. But yeah, as I was saying, like, you know when that Lifestealer got disrupted, if that Skywrath Mage had his ulti, and it would have been easy for him to place it, because he's got a huge range on it.
Smoke gank on top lane.
It would have been enough
Sand
to kill
King and Skywrath hunting again.
They've done this a couple of times, but I actually haven't seen their smoke ganking pay off. There was that one engagement up there with the Puck and the Lifestealer, but that was more their fault than it was the smoke gank itself.
Possibly, but at the same time, the smoke gank meant that they couldn't see that AL were reinforcing that top lane with 2 more supports.
That's true. Lifestealer has that Hyperstone, by the way, now, so he'll either be going for a Scepter or Mjolnir.
Scepter? You mean AC?
AC. Cure. I meant to say Cure. I can't words today either, it's fine.
It's fine, we both messed up once so far.
Oh, it looks like Sand King. Oh no, he's actually just teleporting out. I thought they were going to get a push down there on the top.
We got another Nake's bomb set up. He's inside Perk once more. And here we go.
That's the
Nake's
Blink of
bomb.
Dream Coiled. Dox is trying to get away. He gets Orchided this time, and he gets slowed, but that's an excellent Burrow Strike from Sand King, and that Skywrath ulti actually does land on everyone this time. The Gyrocopter's ulti is not going to save him at all.
By everyone, you mean Lifestealer. Just wreck that Lifestealer.
Oh my god, and that's a great Burrow Strike again, that's Sand King. He is playing like a miracle. They pop the Aegis. And Darkseer, still alive and backing out. That's a sheep there on the Gyrocopter, and he's completely surrounded by Nature's Prophet's trees, and that's the burst coming in from Rise. That's just enough. Weaver gets a couple of right clicks in, and it finishes off the job. And now they can push down the middle unimpeded. That was great turnaround.
I gotta say, like, in the early game, this just looked like it was completely in Rox.Kis's, like, this is all Rox.Kis's game to throw, but in, like, I don't even want to say they've thrown it. They haven't, like, just...
It's just been legitimate plays.
Yeah, AL have been just playing so well. They've played out these team fights really, really strongly.
Yeah, Mania and Miracle have just been legitimate in all of these team fights. They've thrown down all their abilities with great timing. On that occasion, Skywrath also got his ulti out, and they melted that Lifestealer so fast. And without him in the fight, it was a lot easier for them to push through the rest of the Rox.Kis team.
I mean, there's always the sort of the worry that as this goes later, like the Nakes and Gyro combo is just going to be so hard to overcome.
Which is true, although to at least mitigate it, we've got Nature's Prophet here with the Midas. He's still got that right-click damage. He's hitting for about 170 a shot. We've got Weaver here. He's got all of his points up in his second bug, the Jetminate attack, and he's finished off a Manta Style, which he used in that last fight quite well. If he goes for something like an MKB right now, he'll be in a good position. And he could, in fact, get the Demon Edge right now, but he's probably hanging on to what he's got for buyback gold. And for once, he actually gets to take on his own Ancients instead of leaving them for Gyrocopter to steal away. And it looks like everything is now settled back. Darkseer has gone back to farming in the jungles. He's gone for an Ultimate Orb now, so I think it's just a casual Vipe booster while he built up another item.
Honestly, I'm not sure whether we'll see any action again for it. Oh, no, they actually... I was thinking, because Roche is up...
Speak too soon.
Roche is coming up in 3 minutes, so I thought maybe that Rox would hold up till then, but...
Oh, another great Burrow Strike. This time the phase from Puck was just spot on. He uses the BKB to ensure that he can get away.
I hear a disruption.
Yep, that disruption is up on the top. Nature's Prophet, he's teleporting away, and the stun lands just in time for the Leshrac. He's not going to get away from that at all. The Swarm is going to chase though. Now there's bugs biting that Shadow Demon. He's going to be really annoyed with them.
So it looks like a 5-man group push on the mid lane. Without the price... Oh, there's no
that's a deny. It's not surprising considering it would have been 2 right clicks away to take it. They don't want to give away
but now
any
it's
money.
just straight onto the racks.
It's true, but I think it would have been straight onto the racks anyway, but then also with extra money. I think it was a reasonable choice to deny in this situation. Without that Nature's Prophet, they can't push this fight away. Like, they need that extra... They need that sheep stick so badly to stop one of these 2 heavy damaging characters, the Gyrocopter or the Lifestealer. Let's have a look here. I don't know. Although AL have been playing really well, I don't know what it's going to take to turn this around. Unless they keep taking those excellent ultis in the team fight, then I don't know. I think Rox.Kis just have to fall back now, play it safe, do some farming, and make sure they have all of their core items. I mean, Gyrocopter now, he finished that Matter Star, so he's got a ridiculous amount of damage. He's in a position to sell his drum off and build something even stronger, maybe go for a Butterfly. Which is also why I would have thought the Weaver might want a Monkey King Bar, but instead he's gone for the Chrysalis.
No, that makes sense.
It's certainly a good item. I know, I've always preferred MKB on a Weaver just that little bit more because of the Geminate attack. You want just more actual damage on top because you can't trigger crits or mini bashes. And the MKB comes with more flat damage on top of it.
Yeah, but just like you don't necessarily have to go for the full Daedalus to make the crit effective. Just the Chrysalis alone can be quite effective, and it's a lot cheaper than MKB.
That's true. Oh, looks like Puck's getting ganked by everybody there, and he's just going to try and TP out with the BKB up, and he just about gets away in time. And that took 4 of AL's team teleporting in to try and do that, and in the meantime, Lifestealer and Gyrocopter are going to push the top. And they're going to back away in time as well, with no damage to him. Overall, it was a good position to take.
Yeah, Prophet's staying on the bottom lane to push that out, because obviously he's Prophet. He can TP wherever the hell he wants.
He can do what he wants. He's a strong, independent nature's Prophet. It looks like Weaver and Sanking are going to try and do something. Shadow Demon gets down the Purge, and he's going to take all of the damage, though, and he's going to he just
Gem is dropped.
The gem is dropped down on the ground, and no one's in position to grab it right now. Nature's Prophet's teleported in, and he's got the Ring of Trees around Leshrac. Just a couple of right clicks left would have taken him down, but the rest of Rox.Kis' team is there, and he does not want to engage. Leshrac has taken that gem. Oh, those clones! The Gyrocopter clone nearly destroyed him, and it was one right click away from taking that Leshrac.
Oh, that would have been great. That would have been so great. Like, that Gyrocopter just snipe. So much killed. Like, just like, I'll pick this gem up. Oh no, clone!
Yep. Man, that would have been an amazing snipe.
Because that's the thing. That's, like I said, you've got the 2 late game carries, which, like, you know, as the later it goes, the scarier they get, and it's going to take, like I said, it's going to take a lot of team fighting for AL to bring this back. But like, if they land that wall, then suddenly those high damaging carries, nope, they belong to AL.
Yeah, not only that, they're doing a little bit more damage.
It's not even a little bit more damage. With currently, the wall makes them do 140% extra damage.
Yep.
Oh no, sorry. No. Wait. That's the Scepter
bonus. That's the Scepter version. No, it's 90% extra damage. No, it's not even a bonus. Yeah, right now it's just the flat 90%,
only the Scepter
so
that
it's
makes
slightly
bonus,
weaker.
right,
Yes,
yeah.
the Scepter that improves it.
It's still basically the carries low.
Yeah. You have the evil twins. They're the scary part.
Looks like a fight around Roche is happening again. Jerrison's and his clones, and it looks like they're just looking for
AL back right out. It looks like they don't want to try and contest this. I think right now is Rox.Kis' best time to try and take it, and we'll see how good their damage currently is. He grabs an... Oh, actually, Gyrocopter buys an Eagle Song from the Roche Pit straight away. It looks like they want to try and take this fight off of AL first. His clones right now are dealing plenty of damage to that Darkseer. But they have not seen that he's got the Eagle Song. Oh, actually, they probably have. They just killed a ward. Looking over here at the rest of them, it looks like Weaver is now holding a drum.
I'm intrigued. The Darkseer has a ultimate orb.
Yeah, he's had that for a really long time now, but he hasn't been able to build it into anything else after all of these team fights.
Yeah, but I mean, he bought the Vibe Booster as well. It's just interesting to see what he's going for.
Yeah, so I was saying, I think it was just a casual Vibe Booster so that he could go for another item. I imagine that it's going to be a
Sheepstick, probably.
Yeah. Oh, we would get supports. Is it going to be another DC? Oh, apparently Skype issues for AL, so we'll give them another few moments and we'll go through the rest of everyone's items, I suppose. Sand King, he now has less items since I last looked at him. He's just got the Blink Dagger, the Ogre Club, and Arcane Boots, which he had now for quite a while.
There's a gem picked up by... there's 3 gems on the field right now.
Oh, there's 3? That's 1 on Skyrath.
1 on Leshrac and 1 on Puck. And there's a smoke gank, 5-man smoke.
Wow, that is 3 gems on the field. That's incredible.
5-man smoke with a Nyx bomb.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, that's a 4-man. Oh. Oh no, Sand King, he blinks out just in time, doesn't get caught, and he burrows past the trees to escape it. But that's a Dream Coil there by the Puck. It lands on Skyrath. And he's just going to melt so fast. His damage is halved by that Dream Coil snap. And oh, just the explosion alone! The silence and the Nyx bomb just melt Skyrath.
Oh, that's brutal.
Oh, it's so squishy. He's just so squishy. He's level 12 and has 2 armor. I don't think anyone could ever possibly have less armor. That's less than, you know, the previous Doombringer who had, you know, the crummiest armor.
Doom had 1. I thought Doom used to have 1.
I don't know. I thought he gained a point of Agi per hero level.
I don't know. Anyway, it looks like that AL aren't lying down and going to take this.
Gyrocopter takes the Aegis. He's so much damage right now, and his clone is actually pegging him a couple of times. It might go for the last rack. It'd be a reasonable time to get a kill, but all those clones pop. They time out. Shadow Demon takes down Darkseer.
Quite impressive that's the only person that went down, to be honest.
Yep, the rest of the AL team were quite quick to back out. They didn't want any of that. I'm wondering what AL have to do here, and I think it just comes down to getting that perfect ulti on engage, but they just burned all of them, and Darkseer paid with his life for making the attempt.
It's true.
Again, I gotta say, I really am impressed with Miracle. He's gotten out of all of those nasty team fights every single time.
He's playing fantastically. Especially just like how behind he was.
Have you noticed how much money's on that Nature's Prophet? I'm wondering what item he's going to go with next. He finished the Sheep Stick, he has the Shadow Blade. It might be a Desolator now, which would, finish off that whole pushing Nature's Prophet build that we've seen quite often.
I guess he could. I'd like to see like a crit or something, or maybe I don't know, maybe more utility, maybe like a Shivas.
Shivas wouldn't be a terrible choice. I'm wondering if anyone else on the team would go for the Shivas instead, but...
Darkseer, but he's not building to it.
Yeah.
Puck is playing catch up at the bottom. That is a dead Puck though. That was really nice. He managed to blink into the trees, but his BKB unfortunately wore off, and he was stuck.
Poor guy. In fact, Nature's Prophet for some reason drops a ring of trees to definitely be sure that Puck is dead, and look at his blood splatter. I'm not sure. Maybe he thought that there was a Naix that was hiding inside him for the bomb. That would have been great.
That is very possible.
It was a good choice to throw down that ring.
They need to get back to base right now, though, because they're getting 4-man pushed on top.
Yep, that tower is not going to take long to drop. Look at that.
It's already gone, pretty much.
Oh, no, they get the Aegis up. Or Glyph, even. They already used an Aegis. Oh, uh-oh. Everyone's floating. And they get back up, and Puck does a buyback.
That was interesting.
That was very strange. Oh, and that Midas, Sheep Stick. I can't words at all, Josh, help me. Sheep Stick stops Gyrocopter from getting out all of his right-click damage, but he's up just in time to get his ulti down. And he right-clicks again, another 2 targets. He gets a double kill. Sand King buys right back in again after dropping to that last attack. Looks like Nature's Prophet is not done with that, but that Gyrocopter is dodging everything. There's a Gem of True Sight on the deck, but it doesn't matter because there are so many. Sand King goes down to another 2 right-clicks, but Shadow Demon takes the last hit of the damage. He takes the Darkseer down as well. And Darkseer also buys back. It's 28 to 15 in favor of Rox.Kis, and I think this is going to be the final push onto those towers.
How many buybacks do you reckon that was? I counted them. I did count them. How many buybacks was that?
I'm going to guess at 4.
That was 4. That was Darkseer, that was Weaver, that was Sand King, and that was Puck.
Oh, that's so brutal. There's only one of those buybacks are on Rox.Kis' team. It looks like another disruption is landing down. Leicester's getting a couple right clicks, and I didn't even see Nature's Prophet's health drop. It was just that fast. The output is just too huge.
GG's
GG, well played, cool, and that's the end of the game.
Rox.Kis take it.
Phenomenal plays.
Best of 3. And I still like, even though the AL have ended up losing, I'm still super impressed with is it Mania? No, Miracle. Sorry, Miracle's plays.
Mania 2 was playing an excellent job, but he's just they stood no chance at the end against that. I think that it is the beginning of the failings came down to their pick in the drafts though. I still didn't agree with that Skywrath pick. Although he was a lot of damage, they didn't put him on the middle. Just wasn't suited to a tri-lane at all. He's just too squishy and he doesn't have that same utility as Bane would have done.
I don't know if it's necessarily the Skywrath because, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I do feel that potentially the Weaver just couldn't... just the combination of the Gyro and the Lifestealer was too hard to overcome.
With that, the Ancient falls and that's the end of the first game. We'll be going on to the second one as soon as possible, I imagine.